And today I'm leading a nice gentle flow and stretch class. Before we begin, I want to talk a little bit about the breath. The breath is a very valuable tool that we use when we're doing movement, meditation, and mindfulness. The breath helps connect you to the present moment, so you're getting the meditation value because you can only breathe in the moment. The breath is also something that when we breathe in, it's probably easier for me to demonstrate. We expand, we fill up with oxygen, which is something that our body needs. When we breathe out, we relax, and look what else is happening. We let go of what's now called carbon dioxide, the stuff we don't need. So I want you to think about that as we stretch. We're going to follow the breath and use it as a tool to expand and find space and alignment on the inhale. And then as we release and let go into our stretches and soften into our stretches, we'll use our exhale. So I'm going to leave one Hoberman sphere open as a nice visual cue for you to remember we're finding space every time we breathe in. And every time we breathe out, we're softening into that space. A couple of things will happen. As I mentioned, we'll be meditating because we'll be following each breath as it occurs in each moment, which is really valuable for mental stress and helping us to be focused and feel nice and relaxed and stress-free. Another thing will happen is we will use our breath as a tool to stretch, and it will help us to stretch safely and deeply. Are you ready? Let's get started. So squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, take a nice breath in. We'll just let some tension go before we get started, and just let go with an open mouth. Go. Good. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up. Take a breath in and let go. Last one. Squeeze the shoulders up. Take a nice, easy breath in and let it go. Okay. Now we're going to flow with the breath. So use the whole breath as you inhale. Sweep the arms up. As the hands meet, we should be at the top of the inhale. Exhale, hands into your heart. Good. Inhale, reach up, lengthen from hips to fingertips. And use the whole exhale to slowly lower the hands down. Now, if my movements are faster or slower than your breath, that's okay. Move with your breath. Easy breath in. Breathing out, hands to heart. Easy inhale, reach up, lengthen from hips to fingertips. And exhale, lower the hands down. Last one, easy breath in. Breathing out, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen, hips to fingertips, and exhale, lower the hands down. Good. Now we're going to add a twist in. So we're going to inhale the arms up. Then as you breathe out, we're going to take that left hand across to the right knee. The right hand will just come behind your spine, resting the fingertips on the floor. So now we're going to find that space with the inhale. Lengthen from the tailbone to the crown. Exhale, gently twist to the right. Good. Now find more space here, more length. Lengthen the crown towards the ceiling, sit up nice and tall on the inhale. Keep that length. As you exhale, maybe you can twist a little further. One more. Easy breath in. And breathe out, gentle twist. Good. Inhale back to center, lengthen. Exhale to the left. So the right hand's on the left knee. The left hand is just behind the left hip. Sit up nice and tall, breathe in, and exhale, gently twist. Every inhale, sit up a little bit taller, and every exhale, gently twist. One more, easy breath in, and breathing out. Good, and breathe in, back to center, sweep both arms up, and we're going to take the right hand down by the right hip, lengthen the left arm up, and on the exhale, reach up and over to the right. Good. Now here you can gaze up towards the arm, or you can keep your neck in a neutral position. Every inhale you want to lengthen from that left hip all the way to the fingertips, and every exhale just melt into that lengthened space. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down. Lengthen the right hand on the inhale, and exhale, reach up and over to the left. Good. Every breath in, find length and space. Every exhale, soften into that space. Good. 1 more breath here. Breathe in. Relax. Good. Inhale, arms both come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So gazing down, I want you to notice which foot is in front of the other. You're sitting in a nice, easy cross-legged pose. In my case, it is my right foot in front of the left. You will find you typically don't go towards your dominant side. So without thinking about it, you'll naturally put one foot in front of the other every time you sit this way. So I want you to be aware of that. We're going to talk a little bit through it as we stretch and maybe change some posture habits for you as you develop and grow. So in my case, it's my right foot. It doesn't matter which foot is in front. We're going to do both. So sit up nice and tall, lengthen the spine from the tailbone to the crown. And as you exhale, walk the hands forward, keeping your spine nice and long. Okay, take another breath here, find length. And exhale, soften. So, you may feel this across the low back and hip area. You will most likely feel this stretch a little bit more in the hip that pertains to whichever foot is in front. So in my case, I'm feeling it in my right hip. It may be your left if your left foot is in front. And you may be coming down all the way to the floor. It doesn't matter where you are, you just want to stop at that point where you feel a nice stretch. Our bodies are all different. Our bodies have been through different things and different experiences. So just see what feels right for you. So nice full inhale, lengthen space in the spine, softening on the exhale. Good. Breathing in, imagine space being created in any tight areas. So maybe that hip, imagine your hip expanding on the inhale and softening into that newfound space on the exhale. Good. Inhale, walk the hands back towards your crossed legs, sitting up nice and tall, and we will switch the cross of the legs. So you want the other ankle in front. It may feel funny, especially if you're in the habit of always having that other foot in front. So, because you did feel that stretch in that hip of the foot that was in front, I want you to be aware, even when you're sitting up, without going forward, whichever foot is in front, that hip is getting a very slight stretch. So, I want you to start thinking about that when you're sitting around watching TV, hanging out with your friends, just to be aware of the habit of constantly putting the same foot in front, and see if you can start to rotate and switch which foot is in front each time you sit cross-legged, and that will help to bring some balance into your hips moving forward as you grow and develop. Okay, so let's do the other side, sitting up nice and tall, nice full breath in, and then breathing out, walking the hands forward, keeping a nice long spine. Now it may be different on this side, it may be the same, it doesn't matter. Just be wherever your body can be, where you can breathe easy and you feel a nice stretch without forcing. So nice full breath in, space being created, lengthen the spine, space in the hip. Softening into that space on the exhale. Good. 2 more breaths, nice full breath in. And breathe out, relax. Good, 1 more, breathing in. And breathe out, relax. Good, and walk the hands back toward your feet, sitting up nice and tall. Okay, keeping the feet where they are, hands on the knees. We're going to make some circles. So you want the movement coming from the hips. Keep both your butt glued down as if you sat in super glue and now your bum's glued to your yoga mat. We're going to make some circles in one direction. And you can make these circles as big or as small as feels good to you, or as fast, as slow as feels good to you. You are the only person in your body, so you're the only one who knows how this feels. So, really listen to your body and do what feels right for it in this moment. And now let's switch directions. And again, this way may feel different. So just notice how it feels, play with it. You can go really super slow. You can go a little bit faster. You can make the circles really small or really big. Just see what feels good. What is your body asking for? What feels really, really good in your body right now? Great. And then finding stillness, sitting up nice and tall. reclining table, wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips, knees are hip distance apart, and the wrists are shoulder distance apart. You want to gaze just in front of your fingers so your neck is nice and neutral. And again, we want to think of that space. So, just in table, pressing the hands into the floor, pressing the shins and the tops of the feet into the floor, gazing forward. I want you to think of the tailbone and the crown moving away from each other. So we're lengthening tailbone and crown away from each other. So every inhale, imagine the spine getting a little bit longer. Every exhale, soften into that space. From here, we're going to move into cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, still thinking lengthen the spine. The tailbone and crown move away. Exhale, curling into your cat, tailbone and crown, keep moving away from each other. And let's flow with the breath. Inhale, coming into our cow. Exhale, curling into your cat. Good, let's do 2 more. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. And I'm just turning to face you now. Still in table. You can stay facing whichever direction your mat is in. As long as your all fours are on your mat, you'll be safe. I was just turning that way to demonstrate the alignment for table. Good. So from here, we're going to press back into child's pose. So the hips come to the heels. Walk your fingers forward and rest your forehead on the floor. Okay, if your forehead doesn't make the floor, that's okay. You can stack your hands or just let the head reach down toward the floor. One day it will make it there. Good. And now as we breathe in, we're going to walk the hands over to the right. So you're going to get a stretch all along the left side here. Good. So hold and breathe. And then using an inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, reaching over to the left. Getting a nice stretch all the way up the right side of the body. And then inhale, hands back to center. And slowly roll up so you come to sitting on your knees. We're going to take our hands behind our back and clasp the hands together. Make sure the shoulders don't hunch up like this. So you want the shoulders relaxing down and away. So you kind of roll them back. Shoulders are away from the ears. Good. Hands clasped together. On an inhale, get nice and tall in your spine. Exhale, curling forward, just resting the top of the head so it barely touches the floor, and reach the arms up over as far as you can away from your back. Good, and then slowly come back up. Good, and release. You can shake the hands out. Okay, so we're just getting into the shoulders and the chest a little bit. A lot of us have been home a lot lately and probably using our tablets and computers a lot more than we typically do. I know I sure have. And so these little stretches are just nice and helpful just to kind of counter some of that computer work or tablet work we may have been doing. So now we're going to do another variation of cat-cow. Sitting on our knees, clasping the hands together, press the hands away from you. Again, making sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up to the ceiling, think lengthen the spine. Again, the tailbone and crown moving away from each other. Exhale, bring the hands down to shoulder high. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, press the hands away, getting into like another cat shape. Good, so now inhale and exhale. Good, inhale and exhale. One more, breathing in, length, and breathe out, curl and round. Good, releasing the hands, circle the arms round, and coming back to table. So again, looking for our alignment. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Tuck your toes, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lift your hips up and back. And relax the shoulders away from your ears. Heels may not touch the floor, and that's okay. Good. So this is our down dog. Shoulders away from the ears. It's really hard to do when you're upside down, but just to bring your attention to it and try to imagine the shoulders moving away from the ears. Good. I'm going to step our right foot forward and drop our left knee down. So here we want to make sure the knee is over the ankle on the front leg and that our legs are still hip distance apart. So we're going to come up, rest the hands on the front thigh. We'll start there. Now your back toes can be tucked under just to give you a little more stability, or you can have the shoelace part of the foot on the floor. Just see what feels comfortable for you. Everybody is different. Our bodies have been through different things, so just see what works for you. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up by the ears. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Okay, so we can hold here. If you feel stable here, just hold here. If you start to wobble here, bring the hands back down to the legs. Okay? As long as you're doing the breathing, you're still going to be getting the benefits. As long as you're feeling a little stretch, you're getting the benefits. If you're wobbling all over the place, just come back and find the part of the pose that works for you. So from here, you can stay here. Or inhale, arms up. Exhale, relax shoulders. Keep lengthening on the inhales, relaxing on the exhales. If you want to lean back a little and do a little bit of a back bend, lifting up out of the waist, reaching back. Okay, now wherever you are, take a breath in and breathe out. Bring the hands down to frame that front foot. And we're going to walk the foot forward. Lift the heel up. Press the heel into the floor. Pull the toes back towards your face. Take a breath in and breathe out. Come forward, getting a nice stretch all the way at the back of the hamstring and the calf. Good. If this is too much, you do not have to fold forward. You can stay holding yourself upright. If you need to move the foot a little, you can gently rock back and forth. So try that. If it feels super, super tight, this gentle movement may help ease it. Moving with the breath, you inhale and exhale as you pull back. So you can rock or you can hold. Good. And then finding our lunge again. Bringing the hands to frame that foot. We're going to step the right foot back. Press up into down dog. Stretch it out. Now we're going to step the left foot forward. Drop the right knee. So you know what's coming. So find that alignment. Find what works for you. Toes tucked on the right foot or the top of the foot pressing into the floor. Coming up onto that left leg in the front. So enjoying this lunge. You'll feel the stretch in the right front side of your thigh. Shoulders relaxed. Good. And now you can stay here. This is a perfectly great expression of the pose as long as you can breathe easy and you're feeling a nice stretch. If you want to try a little bit of a challenge, reach the arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. See how that feels. Maybe you try this and you think, no, I want to go back here. That's absolutely fine. You find what works for you. If you're here and you want to try a little back bend, let's do it together. Take a breath in and breathe out. We'll gently reach back. Good. Wherever you are, take a breath in. Breathing out, bring the hands down to frame that front foot. Extend the leg. So the heel is on the floor, toes are flexed. Take a breath in here, lengthen. And exhale. Relax over that leg. Good. Now if that feels super tight, instead of holding like this with the body folding forward, just sit up a little. So, or you can point and flex and gently rock here. So the inhales you point, exhales flex. So whatever works for you. Holding, fold it over and just breathing here, or the body propped up a little and gently rocking. Good. Let's bring that foot back, coming back into our table. We'll take a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, curl and round. Tuck the toes. Press back to down dog. We're going to step the right foot forward and then the left. Coming into forward fold, so you're just going to let the upper body dangle, kind of like as a rag doll. And you can take a little bend in the knees if you need to. Tucking your chin close to the chest on an inhale. Slowly roll up. Head and shoulders are last. Relax the shoulders down the back. Good. Okay, so let's do a couple of standing stretches here. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, lift up and over to the right. Good. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, lift up and over to the left. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a nice easy breath in. And let it out with a sigh. Good. So we're going to do a little bit of a balance challenge here. And this is where the breath and the meditation value of the breath will really help you. So again, don't forget about the alignment and space with the inhales and softening on the exhales, but also be mindful that being connected to the breath will help you focus and maintain your balance. So, starting with the right leg lifted, we're going to press the left leg into the floor. So you want this leg nice and strong. Push down. So if you're pushing down, that's going to help lift you up. And we're going to bend the right foot so the knee is level with the hip. Bottom of the foot is flexed. So this leg is just as strong as this one. It's not just dangling in the air like a dead weight, okay? Inhale the arms up, relax the shoulders and breathe. Good. So every inhale, we're still lengthening from the left foot to the right, to the tops of both fingertips. Good. Now, we're going to use the breath to move. So we're going to inhale. As we exhale, just imagine tipping forward. So you're going to reach the hands forward and press that right leg back. Good. So it's almost like you're moving with the breath. It's like the breath is the gas in the car. If there's no gas in the car, it doesn't move. And it's the same when we're doing mindful movement. We move with the breath and it helps give us much more control over our body. So inhale, we'll come back to our crane. Exhale, let it go. Okay, shake it out. You did great. If you fell, no big deal. You just try again. Okay, reconnect with the breath and reconnect with that mindful movement. Okay, so let's do the other side. We're going to press down into that right leg, nice and strong. Push the floor away. You'll feel that lift you up. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, relax the shoulders. And we're going to lift that left foot up. Good. So the knee is level with the hip. And this foot is flexed. It's nice and strong. So I'm pushing down through this leg and I'm pressing down through this one as if I'm pressing onto an imaginary step. Good. That helps keep both legs engaged and gives me a lot more control. Good. So let's find that breath. Inhale, length. And use the exhale to gently move forward. Good. Lengthen that leg behind you. Foot is still flexed. Reach, 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 reach. Good. Use your breath. And then slowly come back up on the inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good job. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Let it go. Take the feet wide. And we're going to come down into a squat. So the feet typically as wide as the mat. Now if your heels prop up, not a problem. Roll your mat. So I'm rolling my mat to demonstrate. And then I'm putting the rolled up mat under my heels. Okay, so find what works for you. So we're going to press the feet into the floor, bring the elbows on the inside of the knees, hands together. Good, and take a couple of breaths here. Nice, easy breath in, and a relaxing breath out. Good, easy inhale. Relaxing exhale, and then slowly lower down to the bum. Good. Feet forward. Okay, flex the feet towards you. Move the flesh from under your butt. And that just helps you find your sit bones and align your pelvis. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up by the ears, relax the shoulders. Take an exhale, hinge forward, coming over the legs. Flex the toes. Now this may be too much. You may feel it's really tight along the back of your legs, your calves and your hamstrings, particularly if you're going through a growth spurt or any major body changes right now. It can feel really different from day to day. So if just leaning forward or sitting up tall, flexing the feet, you really feel it in the hamstrings and calves, stay upright and point the feet on the inhale. Exhale, pull them back towards you. Inhale, point. exhale, flex. If leaning forward, you just feel a nice stretch, but it's comfortable, keep the feet flexed, take an inhale, sweep the arms up by the ears, and exhale, come forward. Good. If you want to ease into it, a third way to do this forward fold is to have the fingers like cupped, like little spiders. Take a breath in, sit up tall, and as you breathe out, walk the fingers forward, just to that point where you feel a nice stretch. Okay, so there's 3 ways. Sitting up with your hands by your hips and point and flex. Moving with the breath, inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Reaching the arms up, taking a nice breath in, finding that space on the inhale and softening forward on the exhale is 2. And 3, sitting up nice and tall, breathing in, walking the hands along either side of the legs on the exhale. So find what works for you, and we'll hold for 3 more breaths. Easy inhale, and relaxing exhale. Good, easy inhale, relaxing exhale, and then slowly roll up. Good. So we're going to take our right leg out to the side, and bending our left foot in, bending our left knee, and foot to the inseam of the right leg. If this is not comfortable, you can place a block or a pillow under this knee for support. We're going to align our shoulders and our hips with that extended leg. So left shoulder slightly forward, right one back. Again, this is very similar to the forward fold we just did. Some of you, especially if you're going through a growth spurt or have just had a major growth spurt, this is going to be enough for you. So, and if it's too much, if even just sitting here is like, oh, I can feel that in my calf and my hamstring, just gently point and stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay? If you need a little bit more of a stretch, meaning this is comfortable and you're not feeling much at this moment, flex the toes towards you, take a breath in, sit up tall. On the exhale, spider walk the fingers alongside. And it doesn't matter where you land. Wherever you land is perfect for you today. As long as you're feeling a nice stretch, you can breathe and you're not pushing or forcing anything. So right wherever you land, take a breath in, find that space in your body. Exhale, see if you can soften a little bit deeper. Good. So easy inhales, length, relaxing exhales, soften. Good, and slowly coming up. Keep the legs as they are. So, we're going to take our left hand by our left hip. Inhale the right arm up nice and tall. Exhale, take that hand across to the left knee. Sit up tall. Remember that space. Keep that foot flexed to the right leg. And exhale, gently twist to the left. Good. Inhale back through center. Exhale, a gentle counter twist to the right. And now we're going to get fancy. Coming back to center, we're taking our left hand about 6 inches away from our left hip. And on an inhale, we're going to come up onto that knee, point the right toes, sweep the arm up. Nice full body stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Come on down. Great. Let's bring both feet together. Hold onto your feet, sit up nice and tall, nice long spine. And exhale, hinge forward. Good. You can curl here. You're going to feel this in the inner thigh, the inner groin. Just gently soften forward. Inhale, roll up. And let's do the left side. So extend the left leg out. Right knee bends, right foot to the inseam of the left leg. Flex the left toes towards you. And we're going to just align the upper body with that extended leg, with your left leg. So right shoulder slightly forward, left slightly back. And again, this may be talking to you, and that's okay. So if you're feeling a pretty strong stretch in your hamstring and your calf, just sit here and gently point and flex. So inhale, point, exhale, flex. Inhale, point, exhale, flex. If you feel like you want a little bit more of a stretch, flex the toes towards your face, sit up tall. Remember, space on the inhale. Exhale, spider the fingers alongside that foot, coming into a forward fold. So here you can even use the breath, so finding more space as you breathe in, lengthening the spine, relaxing as you breathe out. So one more breath wherever you are. If you're sitting up, pointing and flexing, that's fine. If you're forward folding, that's fine too. Easy inhale, softening on the exhale. Slowly come on up. I'm bringing the right hand by the right hip. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, take that hand across to the right knee, sit up tall, breathe in again. And keeping that length, exhale, gently rotate. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, gentle counter twist. Good. And now bringing the right hand about 6 inches away from the right hip. Inhale, sweep up. Nice full body stretch. Exhale, lower down. Good. Let's come onto our backs. So nice and carefully onto your back, hug your knees in, and gently rock side to side. Good. Okay, lower the feet down just in front of the hips. So the knees point up. They're still hip distance apart, so just in line with your hips. Feet are just in front of the butt cheeks, so just in front of your buttocks, you'll have your feet. Shoulders gently tuck under, so we're getting that nice stretch across the chest, counter any computer or tablet work that we've been doing. Using an inhale, lift the hips up, press into the feet, press into the arms and hands and the shoulders to lift up, look straight up at the ceiling, and exhale, gently lower down. 2 more like that. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out, lower down. 1 more. Inhale, lift up. And this time we're going to hold. So keep breathing. Don't want to hold the breath. Keep lifting up. And then see if you can lift one leg on the inhale. Exhale, release it down. Take a breath. Full round inhale, exhale. Realign, soften. Then use your next inhale to lift the other leg up. And exhale, release it down. Good. Lower the hips down. Hug the knees back in. Give them a squeeze. Gently rock from side to side. Good. Lower the feet down just in front of the hips. And you can take the arms in cactus or out in a T shape on the floor, gazing straight up at the ceiling. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, drop the knees to the right. And just hold and breathe here, letting gravity in your body position do the work. So nice and relaxed here. You should feel this, or may feel this, in the outer left hip. Good. Come back through center. Breathe in. And then use the exhale to gently lower the knees to the left. Still gazing up to the ceiling. Good. Just taking those nice easy breaths in here. Still thinking of a nice full breath as you breathe in, space being created in the body. And the body just melting into the pose deeper and deeper with each exhale. Good. And come back through center. Hug both knees in. Give them a squeeze. And here we're going to expand out on the floor. So let your body just take up as much space as it can. You can stay here relaxing on the floor while I take you through a little bit of guided relaxation. I'm actually going to sit up for this, and if that's your preference, you're welcome to sit up with me. But if you do feel comfortable laying here, absolutely, just stay here with the eyes closed, relax, and follow this little guided relaxation. And then you can even stay and relax a little bit longer if you choose to. So your choice, staying on the floor. If you're joining me, we're gently going to roll up and find a comfortable seat. Close the eyes and let everything just soften. Good. And now I want you to think of one thing that makes you feel super happy. Something that just automatically brings a smile to your face. Be anything at all. And then as you take your next breath in, I want you to fill up with that happy feeling. And then breathe out, relax, know that you are happy. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in, fill up with that happy feeling from the top of your head to your toes. And breathe out, relax, know you are happy. Last one, easy breath in, fill up with that happy feeling. And breathe out, know you are happy. And now I want you to think of courage. Maybe taking this yoga class took some courage. Maybe trying some of the more challenging yoga poses took courage. Or maybe it's something else. So just take a moment to think about what courage means to you and take a nice full breath in, filling up the courage from the top of your head to your toes. And breathe out, know you are brave and courageous. One more, breathing and filling up from the top of the head to the toes. Breathe out, you are brave and courageous. Last one, filling up the top of the head to the toes. All that courage, breathe out, you are brave and you are courageous. And now just relax here with your eyes closed. Soaking up those feelings as long as you wish. And I thank you for joining me. I hope you feel wonderful. I hope that was a nice little flow and stretch for you. And always remember, your breath is your superpower. It's always with you. And even the most challenging things do become easier when you breathe.